Okay, Sunday afternoon in the shed, self-isolating, being a good boy. Going to do some more work on this, so I need to do a quick trim up of the horrible cutting I did the first time. What I'm finding is as I stretch it, as I move further down this panel, we get to this section that's more flexible, I'm less able to stretch the metal because I can't put it in tension to get it to move. So what I'm going to have to do, what I think I'm going to have to do is weld in a section through here so that I can then put some force on it and get it to stretch. It worked quite well when I stretched the rear quarters. The whole rear quarter has been stretched a couple of inches. And how I did that was I had a hydraulic ram on the inside with an MDF batten, so 6 pieces of 6mm MDF, about 100mm thick, taped together, and then hydraulic ram pushing up against the roll cage on the opposite side. So I'd put force above the style line, jack it out, hammer and dolly underneath the style line once everything was stretched, and everything moved quite quickly. And then move everything down, push down here, hammer and dolly above. So we stretched that quite successfully and quite quickly. So on the front, I think I'm going to have to do the same, because as I try to work this section, everything's moving around too much and I can't get any force on it. So what I'm going to do is trim this up, make up a piece to fit into that section, weld that in, and then try again. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so strip tacked in. This is out where it needs to be. We're now pulling and flat through here. So we want to create more of a curve through the middle there. So what we're going to do now is, hopefully now that we've got this in a position where it's stretched, when I go in here with a hammer and dolly, hopefully this will come out particularly quickly. It's really only this middle section here that needs stretching. I'm fairly happy with the back shape of that. The back shape of that needs a little bit of a stretch, but it's mostly this middle section. So get the hammer and dolly out and we'll see how we go. Okay, I've cleaned it up a bit, panel beaten it, shape's looking really good. Really starting to give the curve that I want it to have. It's pretty close. Pretty close. It's going to need some further panel beating just to take the little high spots off. But that's nothing that can't happen later. Shape wise, I'm pretty happy. So pretty happy with that. It's come up really well. So next step, I need to work out what I'm going to do here at the bottom of the guard. Make up some rust repair panels. Got some bits to fix and reshape this bottom section. This is my next job. Okay, change of plan. Instead of sorting this out, I'm going to come in here on the firewall here. The tyre's rubbing on this section of firewall on lock because we've gone to so much bigger, which is interesting because we've actually moved this section of the wheel, center point of the wheel, forward 35mm to get more caster angle, as you can see by the lean on the strut. We did that all with the cross member. So we moved this point, moved this whole bottom section of the cross member forward 35mm to move this point forward 35mm. Sway bar's all been changed. It's now hard up against the front cross member, whereas it used to have a gap. So while I've got space in here and I haven't really got this secured, I'm going to get in here, slice this, and so we can create some room for the wheel to turn. Okay, so finishing up for the day. Really happy with how the shape is. Inner firewall needs a little bit more work, but we're getting there. I'm out of MIG wire, so I'm gonna have to get some more of that tomorrow, and that'll be our next step. But that all clears. A few sections to make up and cut out and reshape. So we'll work on that slowly. But overall, really happy with the shape through there. Really happy with the shape through there. So we'll call that a success. Back to work tomorrow, so it's going to be a little while before I get a chance to get back out here again. See you next time.